He burst into the bank wielding a toy gun, briefly locking eyes with the teller before swapping souls with her in an instant. Suddenly, he went from being a bank robber to a bank employee, waiting for the unsuspecting security guard to apprehend his former self. Disguised as the teller, she seized the opportunity to grab the cash amid the chaos. However, just as she was about to escape through the back door, she ran into the bank manager. Sensing that she had just experienced a robbery, the manager immediately stepped forward to comfort her, suggesting that she take a moment to rest. But the robber didn't linger for a second, hurriedly making an excuse to leave. The manager, noticing the bag of money in her hand, quickly stopped her. The robber attempted to break free and run, but her altercation with the manager attracted the attention of the police. Seeing that her plan was about to unravel, the robber quickly thought of a solution. The moment she locked eyes with the police officer, her soul transferred into his body. Now, no one dared to stop him. The robber, clutching the bag of money, walked out of the bank without a care, arousing no suspicion whatsoever. After securing the cash, the robber's first instinct was to call his wife and share the good news. However, since he now inhabited the police officer's body, his wife couldn't recognize his voice and mistook her husband for a scammer, hanging up before he could explain. Meanwhile, the police chief arrived at the bank after receiving the report. Initially, he assumed it was just a run-of-the-mill bank robbery. However, when he brought the robber back to the station for questioning, the robber not only denied being the culprit but also claimed to be Officer John. Faced with such an absurd statement, the chief naturally found it hard to believe. But when the robber accurately described John's family background and revealed some of the chief's secrets, the chief began to waver, suspecting that the robber might not be lying after all. He then located the bank teller, who echoed the robber's words.
He looked into my eyes, detective, and something happened.
Hearing this, the chief seemed to have a realization and immediately ordered a search for Officer John. At this point, the robber was sitting in a KFC restaurant. He had planned to eat breakfast before heading home to explain everything to his wife. However, as he was about to pick up his order, he noticed several police officers approaching him. Realizing that he would be caught if discovered, the robber thawed on his feet and tossed the bag containing the money to the manager, then grabbed the manager's hand, staring directly into his eyes. Their souls swapped instantly, and the robber became the restaurant manager. He picked up the bag from the floor and dashed out of the restaurant, sprinting into the distance. The police were hot on his heels, closing in on him. Just then, the robber spotted a man who loved running in the crowd. Without hesitation, he grabbed the man and performed another soul swap.